Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Constantinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Award-winning American journalist Brent Renaud was killed on Sunday by Russian forces in the Ukrainian city of Irpin. In a tweet, Kyiv Region Police identified the dead man as Renaud and later posted a photo of his body, American passport, and outdated New York Times press badge as evidence. The head of the Kyiv Region Police said in a Facebook post that Russian forces shot Renaud, adding that, quote, "The occupants cynically kill even journalists of international media who've been trying to tell the truth about atrocities of Russian military in Ukraine," end quote. Currently, Reuters, an international news agency, is estimating about 15,000 people have been killed, nearly 2,000 injured, and approximately 2.7 million displaced. New reports also say that Russia has requested military support as well as economic assistance from China after their invasion of Ukraine. Both the Chinese and Russian governments have denied that this request happened. According to the National Health Commission, China has reported thousands of new local COVID-19 cases amid the worst outbreak in the country since Wuhan in early 2020. Health officials reported 2,125 cases across 58 cities in 19 of the 31 mainland provinces. This marks the fourth consecutive day that China has reported more than 1,000 cases daily. On Saturday alone, the commission reported the highest number of daily infections the country has seen since 2020, with 3,122 new cases being reported. More than 10,000 cases overall have been reported since the latest outbreak in March. Currently, all businesses in the city, apart from essential workers or Hong Kong suppliers, were forced to shut down and work from home. Public transportation has also been suspended. On Sunday, former U.S. President Barack Obama announced that he tested positive for COVID-19. In his Twitter post, Obama wrote, quote, "I've had a scratchy throat for a couple of days, but am feeling fine otherwise. Michelle and I are grateful to be vaccinated and boosted, and she has tested negative. It's a reminder to get vaccinated if you haven't already, even as cases go down," end quote. The diagnosis makes Obama the second U.S. president known to have contracted the virus after former President Donald Trump tested positive in October of 2020. The former president had recently returned from his trip to Hawaii for the winter and tested positive in D.C. The state is still monitoring and reporting health trends. On Friday, over 48,000 molecular tests were conducted and 677 new positive cases were reported. Currently, 259 people are hospitalized in Massachusetts and 37 are in the ICU. 14 new deaths have also been reported. The town of Braintree also continues to monitor COVID data from the state. The town hall hasn't reported any updated COVID numbers since March 2nd. The town hall website currently shows 9,468 positive cases in total. There have been no new fatalities reported in 10 months, keeping Braintree's total deaths at 136. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break. Welcome back. On Friday afternoon, the town of Braintree came together at the town hall with shopping bags and Amazon boxes filled with medical supplies to send to the victims of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The collection drive was organized by the services coordinator in America Chorus's office, Kate Naughton. After receiving a call from a Braintree resident asking what was being done to help the people of Ukraine, Naughton decided to organize a collection. Proud of the support from the community, Kokora said the scene Friday afternoon reminded him of the generosity of residents during the food drives held during the early months of the COVID-19 pandemic. Kokora said, quote, "Now our community has come together to help neighbors across the world," end quote. Members of the Braintree Emergency Management Agency will now deliver the supplies to Christ the King Ukrainian Catholic Church in Jamaica Plain, where, with the assistance of the group Ukraine Forward, will truck the items to New Jersey and then ship the items to Poland by the Ukrainian logistics company Meast. During the State of the Town address on Wednesday night, Braintree Mayor Kokoris announced the boarded-up Motel 6 near the Union Street Rotary is now scheduled to be sold to new owners and redeveloped for retail use. The motel has been closed for nearly 5 years after a Braintree police officer was wounded and his assailant killed during a shooting in 2017. Braintree residents and officials have been critical of the damage they say it brings to the town. Kokoris said he could not discuss the specific details of the future development of the property, but he did report that it will be developed for retail use and pledged to fast-track the permitting for redevelopment of the site. Kokoris said the sale of the property should wrap up by the end of the week. The school committee's Policy and Education Subcommittee decided against the proposal to change the vacation schedule to a single spring break in March. The idea of combining the vacations was raised last year by a parent. The major advantage to combining the vacation weeks would be an earlier end to the school year. Parents and students can continue to plan on having a week-long school vacation in the month of February and April for at least another 2 school years. School committee member Kathleen Tuffy said the recommendation was based on a survey of school parents who were overwhelmingly in support of keeping the same vacation schedule. Tuesday night, plans for a new CVS were presented to the Planning Board and will now undergo an independent engineering review. Liberty Grove LLC and developer George Clements wants to build a 13,200 square foot CVS pharmacy with a minute clinic and a drive-through window at 357 to 365 Grove Street, a site that is currently occupied by a long-closed gas station. The store would replace 2 CVS stores, one in the shopping center 1 block away and the other in South Braintree Square. One of the independent reviews will require focus on how much traffic the new store will generate at an already busy intersection. It is also being reviewed by the Conservation Commission because the property is near wetlands. The board will discuss the proposal again at its April 12th meeting. Boston educator Nora Vernazza will become the Braintree School System's new assistant school superintendent. During Monday night's school committee meeting, Vernazza was appointed to the job by a unanimous vote of the school committee. Vernazza will take over for Courtney Miller, who has been working as interim assistant superintendent since July. Miller has decided not to continue with the position in order to return to her old job as mathematics director for the school system. Vernazza spent 20 years in the Boston Public Schools and is currently the head of school at Tech Boston Academy. After the vote, Vernazza told the committee, quote, "I'm really eager to be in a smaller community and know the students, families, and schools better," end quote. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
The COVID vaccine is free and highly effective. Most vaccines require 2 shots, given 3 to 4 weeks apart to fully protect you. So be sure to get both. The vaccine is an important tool to protect you, your family, and your friends. Learn more.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories around Massachusetts and the South Shore. Tom Brady's retirement lasted about 40 days as on Sunday, Brady announced he is returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for his 23rd season in the NFL. Brady announced his decision on Twitter and Instagram, saying he has unfinished business. Brady wrote, quote, "These past 2 months, I realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business, LFG," end quote. In a statement Sunday evening, Bucs general manager Jason Licht said the announcement was something the team had been preparing for in recent days. Dr. Erica Nelson, a Boston doctor, is headed on a medical mission to Ukraine in an effort to use her skills as an emergency room physician to help the people there. Dr. Nelson is headed to Poland on Sunday, and from there she'll travel inside Ukraine where emergency room physicians are needed most. Dr. Nelson is the Deputy Medical Director of the Disaster Response Group Team Rubicon. In that role, she brought medical care to the victims of many disasters and tragedies. In a statement, she said, quote, "I've been in Jamaica after hurricanes, I've been in Ethiopia, I've been in Palestine. If ever there was a circumstance in which I felt compelled to do something, this is one of them. It's a horrifying environment. It's an insecure environment, but just being scared doesn't mean I shouldn't be going," end quote. Dr. Nelson said she will rely on the skills and experience honed in on one of Boston's busiest emergency rooms at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Team Rubicon's physicians and refugee workers are already at work in Ukraine and bordering countries. Dr. Nelson said she is prepared to treat Ukrainians in their time of need. Last Friday, students from Berklee College of Music shared their musical talents in a concert to raise money for children of Ukraine. Berklee student Valeria Kuzmuk, who helped organize the concerts, said she herself was in Ukraine 2 months ago, with her father, who brought the family to the border of Moldova a few days ago. She left her father at the border since the country is not letting their men out. Inspired by the hardship in Ukraine, Valerie and many of her fellow students decided to use their talents to help by creating concerts to raise money. Berklee student Annalette Smith said that within 72 hours, they had 110 performers. For more information, you can visit flowcode.com/page/musicians support Ukraine. Money raised by the effort will support the Voices of Children Foundation, which you can donate on the GoFundMe page. And for more information, you can visit voices.org/UA/EN. Police in Worcester, Massachusetts are asking for the public's help to find a missing 14-year-old, Sadie Beauregard. Sadie was reported missing when she didn't go to school Friday and has not since returned home. Sadie is described as being about 5'6" with shoulder-length black hair. When she was last seen, she was wearing a white jacket, pajama pants, and Crocs. Sadie Beauregard is the 4th teenager to be reported missing in Worcester within the last week. Police are also searching for 13-year-old Josue Pacheco, who was last seen on Tuesday. Anyone with information is asked to call 508-799-8606 or dial 911. The well-known local supermarket chain, Market Basket, has expanded once again, opening its newest location last week in Hanover. The new store, located at 1775 Washington Street in Hanover, is part of a residential and retail complex at the site of the old Hanover Mall on Washington Street. Founded in 1917, Market Basket now operates 87 stores. The retailer is known for high-volume stores, service, and low prices. Market Basket posted on its Facebook site that the shelves are stocked and the floors are polished. The new store features Market Basket's signature departments as well as a Market Basket kitchen, Market's Cafe, and a butcher block. Store hours are Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
The COVID-19 vaccine doesn't contain the virus, so you can't get COVID from the shot. You may experience things like muscle aches, fever, or tiredness, but these are most likely signs that your body is building immunity to protect against the virus. Learn more.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. The Dropkick Murphys are gearing up for their customary run of St. Patrick's Day week hometown shows in Boston. Shows will start March 17th through the 19th at the House of Blues and March 20th at the new Roadrunner music venue. Tickets for March 17th through the 19th are sold out, but tickets still remain for March 20th. You can visit BoweryBoston.com for more information. The Dropkick Murphys St. Patrick's Day performance will also be live streamed starting at 9 p.m. on the band's Facebook and YouTube channels. The live stream is free to watch, but fans are asked to donate to the Claddagh Fund. The 2022 Oscars are just around the corner. On March 27th, nominations were announced at the beginning of February. If you haven't taken a peek yet, here are some suggestions of the most overlooked portions in the 3 shorts categories, which include animated, live action, and documentary. First up for animated shorts is The Windshield Wiper, directed by Alberto Mielgo. Tells the story of a man who poses an ambitious question, what is love, while smoking a whole pack of cigarettes inside a cafe. This animated short contains a collection of vignettes and situations that will lead a man to his desired conclusion. Mielgo documents personal memories in an attempt to figure out the societal meaning of love. The series of vignettes are based on personal imagery from Mielgo's life as he attempts to define love in current times. For more information on the windshield wiper, you can visit albertomielgo.com. Next up for live action shorts, The Dress, directed by Tadeusz Lysak and Maciej Slizicki, tells the story of Julie, a lonely maid with dwarfism who toils at her thankless job at a rundown hotel while she longs for companionship. That is until a truck driver seems to take an interest in getting to know her. The film addresses the crucial topics of disability and intimacy. You can watch the trailer for The Dress on Vimeo. And finally, for documentary shorts, The Queen of Basketball, directed by Ben Proudfoot, tells the story of Lucia Harris Stewart, better known as Lucy, a pioneer in women's basketball, leading a rural Mississippi college to 3 national titles, scoring the first basket in women's Olympic history in 1976, and being the first and only woman to be drafted into the NBA. Lucy is one of the greatest living women's basketball players with 3 national trophies. Harris was the first black woman and first female college player to be entered into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The Queen of Basketball will play on NBA TV on Thursday, March 17th, Monday, March 21st, and Sunday, March 27th. Oscar-nominated shorts will be available on VOD via iTunes, Amazon, Verizon, and Google Play beginning March 22nd. For more information and to find all the Oscar nominations, you can visit oscars.org along with shorts.tv/theoscarshorts. That'll do it for news today. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. I'm Martha Constantinides. Stay safe and we'll see you next time.